Anyways, I picked this song out by Glenn Campbell, one of the greatest to ever do it. I think it's a good intention. It's very simple. The tagline is, think a little more of others and a little less of me. Hope you like it.
So I found myself in a conversation last night about Rick Rubin, the music producer, and decided to learn a little bit more. And I found this quote by Rick Rubin that just felt just right for today. And he said this: "Everything happens kind of the way it's supposed to happen, and we just watch it unfold. And you can't control it. Looking back, you can't say, I should have. You didn't. And had you, the outcome would have been different." And I thought, what a perfect statement for this Sunday, where we moved from releasing the old that no longer serves us, welcoming in and renaming the new. Because in order to do that, we have to be in this now present moment, connected to spirit, connected to one another, to hear and see the message that we're supposed to receive today.
Oh, my friend Cynthia put this quote card in the jar. If you want to leave your favorite quote, take one of these cards and bring it back and put your quote and put it in there, okay? Cynthia has this quote from John Wooden. Do you remember John Wooden? Anybody remember? Us old folks do. He's a basketball coach, right? Or us sports folks do. Things turn out best for people who make the best of the way things turn out. Things turn out best for people who make the best of the way things turn out. John Wooden. There we go. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for that. Well, today we are going to participate together in the White Stone ceremony, and obviously it's very popular. Look at you all here. It's good to see you all here. Come back next week. We won't be doing White Stone, but we'll be doing something here. You'll miss it if you're not here. Some people know, and some people don't know, that this White Stone ceremony is taken from an ancient tradition. And the ancient tradition was that when someone was released from bondage, released out of jail, released from some kind of bondage, They were given a clean white slate. They were given a stone so that they could write their new name on that stone, so they could have a fresh start. Can you imagine if we did that here in the United States? Or if we did that to people who've done us wrong, and in the process of forgiveness, give them a blank slate, give them a new place to start after having done that. That was the ancient tradition. And this ceremony, it comes out of that. It comes out of the book of Revelation, actually. Some people are afraid of Revelation. Some people are afraid of the Bible. I always tell you, don't be afraid of this book. It was written by men, and it was just written by men. Verses by God, by the way. Verses by God. See, everybody assumed that I meant versus women when I meant versus God, because many people think that the Bible was written by God. I'm saying it was written by men. It was written by human beings. It was written by people like you and me who are on a spiritual journey. And the guy's name, supposedly, who wrote the book of Revelation, his name was John. And John revealed all this stuff in it. He said he had the dreams about all this stuff. Well, dreams. I mean, come on, how real are dreams? What do they have to tell us? Well, maybe it's true what the dream is in physically, but usually not. Usually dreams tell us something beyond the physical. Anyway, in the beginning, he's writing to the 7 churches in Asia. And the church that he is writing to that ends with this, the guts and the foundation of this ceremony is the church of Pergamum. And he's writing to these folks, and he's telling them what they've been doing well and where they need to improve. Like any good minister, that's what they would do. Oh, you're doing this real good, and over here you need to pay attention to this more. And basically he's telling them, don't indulge in all these distractions, all of the greed and desires for control. Don't be indulged in all the competition and this competition for power. Don't indulge with those who would steal your peace, strip you of your love for each other, pit you against each other. Don't indulge in that. Stop. That's not what it's about. He says this at the end. Don't give in with them. Don't give in to them. And he ends with this. Are your ears awake? Listen. Listen to the wind words, W-I-N-D, wind words, the Spirit blowing through the churches. I'll give the sacred manna to every conqueror, and I'll also give a clear, smooth stone inscribed with your new name, your secret new name. Well, what's all that about? Well, I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to break it down for you. He's trying to motivate folks here. He's trying to motivate folks to listen. If you are this way and you don't indulge with the ways of the world, you're going to have a clean place to start. You're going to have this clean place to start when you release all that other stuff. That's what he's trying to say. So he starts off by saying, are you awake? Listen to the wind words, the Spirit blowing through the churches. Really what he's talking about here, and I believe everything in the Bible is spiritual in nature. That's just the basis that I start from. So this isn't about physical things so much as about spiritual things. So it's really not telling me to listen with my ears what everybody is telling me out here, but to listen with the ears of my heart. To listen from the inside. That's the listening that is being asked of here. Is listen, to be still and listen, because that's where you're going to find the direction and the wisdom for your life. That's what he's saying here. To practice, the ear of the soul, the place where the whisper is. I've been talking about this for the last few weeks. We did White Stone last week. How did we start? In meditation, in stillness. That's where the wisdom comes from, in that place. And this is no different. Are you awake? Are you aware? Are you still enough to hear the whisper of the voice of the divine in you? That's what this is. That's what this is about. Awake. I want to be awake. What the Spirit is revealing. I think if the book called Revelation makes sense to me. It says, what is revealed by my listening? What can be revealed to me by my quiet listening? Well, it was back in 2009-ish. I don't know, 10 maybe. Anyway, it's been a while ago. I went to one of these white stone ceremonies at Unity. And I did this. I sat there, I had my meditation, and this word came to me. I was so excited. This word came to me, and the word was minister. I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be a minister. I had just finished my licensed Unity teacher stuff with Unity, and I ran home to Renee. She wasn't there that Sunday. I ran home. I'm going to be a minister. We have to move to Kansas City because that's where I'm going to study. I felt sure of it because I heard it in the stillness. So I did the whole thing. I put the application in, got my letters of recommendation from people, paid the fee, took everything out to the Unity Village in Kansas City, and then came March, my birthday month. And a friend of mine, where's Eileen? Is she here today? My peeps aren't here. Eileen Argenbright. She said to me, you need to go see this healer gal. Valentina was her name. I'm like, healer? I don't know. I was having thyroid issues. Yes, you need to go do it. 3 times she told me. I said, all right, Eileen, I'll go see the healer. So I went to see the healer. I never met Valentina before. She was meeting people at a condo down on Wrightsville Beach, some 3rd, 5th, 7th floor of whatever. There, I go in there. I lay down on the table. I had all these questions about my thyroid because I was not functioning properly with my thyroid. And the only question that came to me, in the stillness, by the way, was, am I on the right path? So I said, am I on the right path? And she said, well, what do you think? As any good healer would say. And then she said this. She said, if you go there, they're going to put you in a box. And if you go to another church right now, they're going to kick you out because they are not ready to hear what you have to say. Be who you already are. Yes? And I laid there for probably 20 seconds, and I said, you know what? You're right. And then we both started laughing. So I came home from that, and I said to Renee, we're not moving to Kansas City. I'm not going there. She breathed a sigh of relief. She didn't want to really move to Kansas City, so I could go to ministerial school. And so the message I want you to hear from this is, yes, sit in the stillness and hear, but we can't stop listening either along the way. And well, I ended up being a minister, but the path that I thought I was going to go came from my ego. It came from the idea, well, it must be this. I stopped listening for a little while. Thank goodness Eileen said, go to this healer, go to this healer, go to this healer. All right, I'll go to the healer. See, saying yes, showing up. But we have to keep listening. It's just not one listen. It's just not one listen. It's listening over and over and over again. Over and over. And the practice of that. And not coming up with this word, this new name, this idea that's going to send me off into 2025 and then stop listening and throw all your money into this one barrel. You see what I'm saying? There was a plan, there was a path for me. It wasn't that one. It was a different one. And it's a longer story, and I'm not going to go into that now. But it's the stillness where we develop the inner ear of the soul. And we need to keep on listening. And let the divine inspire. Megan already mentioned, I don't care what you've thought up till now. Today, in this moment, what is the Spirit telling you? What is the divine's message to you today, now? That's the thing. The second part, I'll give you sacred manna. I'll give sacred manna to every conqueror. What in the world does that mean? I'll give sacred manna to every conqueror. Well, the thing we're conquering, if we remember what the letter was about, the thing we're conquering is our attachment to outer stuff. We have to let that all go. Our attachment to outer stuff is what we conquer, and we conquer by surrendering. It sounds opposite, and a lot of things spiritually sound like, well, that can't be true, because to conquer means to win and to beat. But to conquer spiritually is simply to surrender. To be rid of those things. What else? I made a short list. You know, I like my list. the things that we need to release our attachment to the way it should be. My way. My timeline. My timeline as minister. Well, I was supposed to go here. Well, that wasn't the way it happened. My timeline. Release attachment to that. Release my attachment to resentment. Holding other people accountable for my happiness. Judgment. You see? The person who overcomes that, when I overcome that, then I will be given this spiritual manna. I will be given this spiritual food. And you know what the spiritual food is to me? The spiritual food is that internal knowing. Is that internal knowing that I'm a child of God. It's that internal knowing that I have the intuition available to me and the wisdom available to me to walk in the world. That's the gift. The gift by releasing the attachment to all this stuff is to walk in the world and not to be knocked over by anything in it. To realize that the foundation is in me, not outside of me. And when I release the attachment to that, that's the way I walk. Because the power and the presence that is God or spirit or the cosmic life force of the universe, whatever your name is for that thing that's living you, that allows it to come to you. The wisdom to come to you. And you don't walk around depressed about the current state of affairs in the United States and the president and what's happening and the wars and the you walk around as if you are God in flesh. Because that spirit is speaking through you. That spirit is speaking as you. And you can be confident in what it's sharing with you and through you. But not everybody is brave enough to surrender. Sometimes I'm not brave enough to surrender. But if I am, that's the gift. This inner guidance. That I'll know what to do and how to do it. Wouldn't you love that all the time? To never have a doubt? To know what to do and how to do it. Oh, that would be sweet! To always find comfort, even in the most horrendous situations. Because I've let loose of this and I rely on this. To be intuitively guided. To have these things. Strength, courage, patience, wisdom, hope, peace, joy, satisfaction. Those are things nothing outside of you can take. Nobody can take your joy from you. Nobody can take your peace from you. Nobody can take your strength from you, your patience from you, your hope from. Nobody can take that from you. That is spiritual food, my friends. That is spiritual food. Nobody can take it. That's the gift of releasing this outer. That's the gift. It's amazing to think that that's possible. I believe it is. And the last part is I also, in addition to that, in case you needed something else, I also give a smooth stone inscribed with your new name, your secret new name. Because here's the thing. You've got to listen for this name. It's not the name that you think sounds cool. It's not the thing that you think you need more of. It's not, it's a name or an idea or a word or a short phrase that can fit on a small stone, by the way. All the writers in here. Some people write on the edges and everything. What is this? What is spirit? What are the wind words calling you? This. What this word is. What is that for you? And it's only secret because you can't find it anywhere else but from inside. You can't climb the highest mountain. You can't dive to the smallest, the deepest place in the ocean. You can't go find it under a rock or up in a tree. You can't find it anywhere outside of yourself. It's secret because it's in you. It's in you. And it's from the divine. That's the idea. It's from the divine. Whatever it is. By the way, these stones that I have for you today were mined in Hebron, Israel. I buy them from a stonemason who has a stone business in Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, there is a connection. We have a connection. A Jewish man and his son. And they mine these stones, have them mined in Hebron, Israel. They ship them to their shop. They cut them and tumble them. And this is what this is that you'll receive today. So it has some energy in it of its own, doesn't it? It feels like it to me. This is my gift to you today at Spiritual Soul Center, is this stone, mine there. So this name rises up. If we sit in meditation, this name rises up. Maybe it won't come to you today. Don't fret. It will come to you. Don't fill out your stone just because everybody else sitting next to you did and you think you have to put something on it. And if it does come, write it down. Write it down. There's no right or wrong to it. There's no, oh, I need to cross it out and put something on the back. The word is what the word is, and it will teach you. It will inform you. It will guide you. That's what it has the potential to do if you allow it to come to you. All right? So that's what it's about. That's what it's about today. We're going to sit in meditation. Take a deep breath in while you're sitting there. Maybe close your eyes once you have your stone. Feel what it feels like to feel that stone in your hand. Feels good to rub it in your fingers. And take a deep breath and allow it to come to you. Breathing in and breathing out. Something's come to you. A new name, a new idea, maybe even something you don't understand right now. It's come to you, it's been revealed to you, to be used by you, maybe to be expressed by you, a call from within you. I say give thanks for this revelation, to be grateful and accept this new name, this next possibility, this new idea, this unknown idea. Some people carry the stone as a reminder. Some of us put it right under our computer monitor, so we see it every day, somewhere as a reminder. And a reminder of this too, to continue to practice being still, to be awake and listen to the wind words, listen to the Spirit blowing through the church, which is you. Remember to listen. And the gift of spiritual food will be yours, the gift of a life lifted, the soul life that you are here to live. For this, we can all be grateful, and so it is. Amen.
No, take me to your river. I wanna know. Dip me in your smooth waters. I go in. As a man with many crimes, come up for air. As my sins flow down the Jordan, oh, I wanna come here and keep every part of me. But there's blood on my hands, and my lips are unclean. In my darkness I remember Mama's words reoccur to me. Surrender to the good Lord, and who I do set free. Take me to your river. I wanna go. No, take me to your river. I wanna know. Sing this with me. I wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. I wanna know, I wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. I wanna go, I wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. I wanna know, I wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Come on, I wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. I wanna know, I wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. I wanna go, I wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. I wanna know, I wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Go, take me to your river. I wanna go. No, take me to your river. I wanna go. Go, take me to your river. I wanna go. Lord, please let me know. Take me to your river. I wanna know.
May I
Be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy.